Nutrition security is when all individuals have reliable access to sufficient quantities of affordable, nutritious food to lead a healthy life. Food security is dependent upon three factors: availability, stability, and accessibility of food supplies. The measures to be taken for achieving food security for growing population through higher food production is through education and literacy, crop diversification, integrated water management, improved technology adoption, and tackling climate change. Green tech definition. Green tech, or green technology, is an umbrella term that describes the use of technology and science to create products that are more environmentally friendly. Green technologies in food processing. Foods must be frequently processed in order to ensure safety and increase in shelf life, quality, and nutritional properties while making them more convenient. One of the most promising technological approaches to reduce environmental footprint in food processing is the use of enzymes. Green technology helps us ensure food security for our country.
There are many factors associated with poor health and nutrition in Malaysia, and one is poverty. Poverty is one of the risk factors for food insecurity in that food insecure individuals tend to have lower quantity and quality of food intake. Many studies in developed and developing countries have shown that food insecurity is associated with poor health and nutritional status. In 2014, the Malaysian Adult Nutrition Survey was carried out, and one of the component measures was food insecurity. 6 out of 16 questions from the Food Security Core Module questionnaire were adopted and answered by 2962 adults. The results show that about 25% adults experience food quantity insufficiency, 25.5% had food variety insufficiency, 21.9% practice reduced size of the meal, and 15.2% skip main meal due to lack of money to spend on. For the parent, 23.7% only rely on cheap food to feed children, and 20.8% could not afford to purchase various food to feed their children. Reduction of air pollution. Through the use of conventional cars, large amount of harmful gases are emitted into our air on a daily basis, especially at rush hours. Numerous people want to commute to work or back home, and the air quality is pretty bad at this time in many big cities. Therefore, it is crucial to find proper alternatives to the use of cars that are operated by fossil fuels in order to reduce air pollution. One valid way to do so is to use green technologies like electric cars or scooters, since those vehicles do not emit harmful gases into our air. Technical issues. In the field of green technology is rather new, there might also be several technical issues related to it. Every technology needs time to develop and to get mature so that companies can learn from mistakes and optimize processes. Thus, it may take time to optimize the processes around the green technology, and many companies might not want to invest this time now for benefit that might wait far in the future. Food insecurity can affect health either directly or indirectly through nutritional status as indicated by undernutrition or overnutrition. Food insecurity is related to lower macro and micronutrient intakes, lower intake of fruits and vegetables, and lack of diet diversity. These items contribute to higher prevalence of underweight or overweight and obesity, higher or lower blood cholesterol level, lower serum albumin, lower hemoglobin, and vitamin A, disorder eating behaviors, and adverse physical and mental health.
There are a few global issues regarding food security. First one is the disappearance of variety of agricultural plant species. Second, the increase in the area of scarcity water and the limitations of availability of land. Third, the increase in demand of food. Furthermore, there are also unfamiliar global issues regarding green technology. First one is no or lack of data or information regarding green technology itself. Second, no or lack of alternative chemicals or raw material input. And third, uncertainty regarding performance impact of said green technology. Lastly, lack of skilled personnel.
Sure, without electricity, you can't charge your phone or turn on the air conditioner on those hot nights, but at least you'll still be able to shower and have water to drink. But the effect of water supply disruptions goes beyond sticky armpits and dirty toilets. Long periods of water disruption may affect the economy, cause epidemics, and generally be a great pain. Also, with new COVID-19 clusters popping up everywhere, including Selangor, having no water can be dangerous as well. But if you live in Selangor, you probably know that already because having no water is like second nature. But how come Selangor's water supply system is so bad? Datuk Seri Dr. Zaini Ujang, the Secretary General of the now reshuffled Energy, Green Technology and Water Ministry, had said that one of the reasons water disruptions keep happening in Selangor is because the state has very little treated water reserves. Put simply, there's a limit to how much raw water a plant can treat each day. Excess water is stored in a large tank somewhere to be used during emergencies such as droughts. In Selangor's case, there's almost no excess water. Most of the water processed is used up with no leftovers. Another reason behind the recurring water problems is that the development of Selangor is happening at a rapid rate, yet the water supply and distribution system had been barely upgraded for several years now. Burst pipes happen frequently as the pipes were from a time when Selangor's water demand wasn't as high as it is now, and they're not designed to handle the increased pressure. In 2019, Selangor used up more water, 234 liters per capita, compared to the national average, 209 liters per capita, the highest in Southeast Asia. While Selangor's usage per capita is not much different than 1998, 228 liters per capita, the population had grown a lot since then, so you can just imagine the strain on the pipes. Dr. Zaini also noted a problem with the layout of the pipes themselves. According to him, the water distribution system in Selangor follows a radial pattern, and while there are advantages to this layout, one burst pipe will cut off the water supply for a whole area at least. While he proposed a grid system as an alternative that will increase water supply connectivity, it won't be much use if there's no spare water to channel in the first place.
There are plenty of ways to overcome food insecurity. First one is to reduce food waste. Food waste is mainly because of inefficient preparation, bumpy or bad roads, over-selective customers, and inadequate storage facilities. If these storage facilities are improved and there are adequate preparation for how the food will be used, there will be less food wasted and there will be a more food-secure community. Second, we have to reduce the risk of commercializing. If food is grown for the purposes of feeding a nation or a community, then it's fine. The food insecurity levels will go down. Farmers can produce more food crops and will be able to produce cash crops when there are enough food crops in the market. There will be less risk of commercialization of food if it is sufficient in the market. And lastly, improve trade policies. Some farmers fail to feed the community because of the unfair trade policies. Corporate giants have already stepped in and commercialized many food, making it harder for small-scale farmers to have their product in the market. Governments should improve such policies and make it fair for everyone to participate.
There are several ways to overcome water shortage, such as new conservation technologies, recycling wastewater, improving irrigation and agriculture water use, rainwater harvesting, or community governance and partnerships.